Hey guys, it's Amber, and I've got my photos printed and ready for day 7. So I've got 2 full 19 by 13 printouts here. So we have a couple things that we have to switch around. Actually, not even a really big deal. I just need to move my Disney trivia paperwork from one of the other days. I did actually take photos, and we did do it on the last day. So I've got some photos of that here. Getting into some more cloudy areas that's looking out into the water there as we headed back up north. Had a fancy lunch at one of our favorite spots again. Doing a little downtime, napping, reading, getting ready for dinner. Saw a show in the middle of the day, and I need to reprint these 3 photos because something weird happened on the printer where they printed a strange color there. Not sure what happened, but no big deal. But I just need to get them reprinted. So we saw a concert, went to dinner, saw a show, cabaret, and then went to dinner. So I have 2 photos printed out here, with one with the logo of the lunch place that we went to in our journaling, and then a journaling card from the the foodie story kit. The foodie mini story kit, I guess you would call it, for our dinner, just to get me like jump started there. So we had a busy day. Just again, not a lot of photos of the cruise ship, and I was thinking about it after the last video that I left you guys with, where I was saying, what was I thinking with taking photos? And I realized it was December 2021 when COVID was rampant, and we did cruise during COVID, but we spent a lot of time in our room. So it was like I wasn't taking a lot of photos of the room, and I think that's why. So and like I guess I was taking photos of the view from the room, but it's just water. So I guess after like the first few days I didn't really take too many more. But yeah, if we weren't eating or in shows because we had to be masked all the time everywhere, I didn't really take many photos or do much else because we were in our room. So I had to think about that for a bit, but I'm gonna get these cropped. We're gonna get these last few pages done, and then now that the album will be complete, I will go back through and do some more embellishing, try to do a little bit more, like a little bit more journaling after the fact, and get it a little bit more rounded out. I've been struggling with my creativity on this album. I think a lot in part because I really do struggle with the 9 by 12 size. I feel like I do better with 12 by 12. I do better with 6 by 8. I'm not sure what it is about 9 by 12, but I feel like restricted by the size. I think because I'm doing a travel project, I'm trying to get so much of my photo content in. I feel like I don't have a ton of room for the fun stuff, and I think that's why I've been so like feeling limited by the amount of product I've been using, and also just not really sure, you know, how much to put in or where I'm going to use it yet, I guess. So yeah, we're going to pull this Disney trivia out. That was for the final day here. And overall, I am pretty happy with what I've got. Like, I mean, I've got a lot of pages here. I've got some really cool content at the beginning of the album. You know, I love my title pages. I just feel like maybe the creativity at the beginning, when I first started the project, doesn't match the end of the project, I guess is kind of how I'm feeling about it. So I also still want to do something with the masks here and the COVID tests and these stickers that I've been kind of holding on to. And yeah, we'll just see about filling in any holes. And like, there's nothing wrong with a simple album, don't get me wrong. Like, I am going to love going back and looking at the photos. I'm happy with what I have. I just feel like it was just a matter of like filling in the pockets, getting in some basic journaling cards, and I didn't have much room for anything else, including creativity, I guess is kind of how I was feeling about it. Whereas with other travel albums, I feel like there's more room, and it's my own doing. And I guess part of it too is that like I guess I didn't feel like I had good strong verticals to blow up, or didn't. I don't know. I feel like I'm struggling a little bit with this one, but we'll see. I might even go back in and do some enlargements that'll help make it feel a little bit more like me. I think that's part of it too. I really love enlargements, so maybe I'll go back through and find a couple ones to really enhance. So anyhow, I'm gonna get to work on this final day. Okay, so as you can see, I've just been adding some embellishments back throughout the album. I did not do a ton of, I should rephrase that. I did not show you a ton of work on the day 7 because I ended up rearranging a lot and didn't really do a whole lot of creative work with it. So I decided to, and my plan all along had been to, once the album was complete, figure out where the holes were, go through my chipboard stash and kind of see what would fill in different holes in different places. In the travel pieces that I already had set aside, like that adventure piece from the Echo Park line, or in my Ellie Edwards story kits. So that little globe piece is another piece from the Echo Park line. And I thought about putting it in the bookbinding area of the album, but instead I'm going to add it to the bottom left-hand corner of the inside of the album there. I'm going to use some red line tape, and I'm also, I should note, using red line tape on the majority of the chipboard pieces and putting them on the outside of the page protector. Now I'm going to jump to the beginning of the album, and I'm working on this COVID page that I wanted to do. I'm using a piece of pattern paper there by, I believe it's Ella and Viv, and the colors match the cruise compass that's to the right there, and I thought that that would look really good. So I just used some rolling adhesive and attached those together, trimmed everything out. I'm just trimming the top of the photo off because the photo ended up printing taller than 12 inches. And I'm going to trim down the negative COVID test that's printed out there. When we printed everything to take with us on our trip, I printed out duplicate copies, but I didn't include my boyfriend's because I knew he wouldn't want that online. So just trimming that down. I'm going to pull that pattern paper back out, and I have a mask that Royal Caribbean had given us and I had saved because we brought our own, obviously, but I wanted to include one with the logo and these COVID-19 stickers that I have from Scrapbook Customs that I got via scrapbook.com. So it actually ended up working out pretty well. I made the decisions fairly quickly. I was trying to figure out how to get the straps to work on this layout here, and I was just trying to figure out which stickers I wanted to include. I'm going to end up using the one that looks like a phone. It says the PCR test negative. because it looked like when you had to upload everything on the apps, which obviously you're not seeing here. I'm going to do that pandemic travel one down there in the bottom right hand corner. And I'm also going to include the backpack because that's literally what ours looked like. You have masks, you have hand sanitizer on them, just different things. And we had backpacks with us when we were first walking onto the ship. So just thought that would work well. So just use rolling adhesive there again, added that sticker, and then I'm going to use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher there to staple down the straps, and then I'm going to use my red line adhesive to actually adhere underneath off camera. And then here I am also just going to add a few more little stickers here and there that I thought could go on some cards and some photos as I was digging through the products that I had found and seemed to make sense. Doing a couple on that starfish there. One that says, I think, Tide Pools. Another one that says Toes in the Sand. That's an actual chipboard piece. And then in a moment, I will leave you with a live look of what day 7 ended up looking like. And then I will show you why I made the decisions that I did, because I ended up changing everything from the beginning where I redid the photos. So I know it's an unconventional day 7, but hope you enjoyed the walkthrough just the same. Okay guys, just a quick run through of my day 7 here. We've got the cruise paperwork. Moved my Disney trivia over. And then I did some embellishing here that you didn't really get to see. I added some more of these pattern papers that I've been stringing throughout the album. I've got this Adventure Memories card that's from the Adventure Story kit several years ago. Added a label here with just a little bit of note on that card, or on that photo there. Ended up moving a couple things around here off camera. This is fully loaded with photos and has no filler cards except my journaling card here. Just because it was kind of really fun, long lunch afternoon for us, and we just were hanging out, really enjoying ourselves. So I really wanted to showcase that. So just photos of us, little label here. Just explaining that we were like hanging out in the room, reading, relaxing. On the back here, I did another label. Just seemed the easiest way to try to help explain all the different types of things I've got going on in the layouts here. Showing that we went to a concert. And then we've got my dinner photos. This is a card from the scrapbook.com travel cruise themed kit. And then that's actually double-sided. So on the back here, it says cruise, where I added some journaling. I need to get a date stamp and figure out what date that was. This is another card from that kit. And then this is from the Echo Park kit. Just kept it really simple because the photos are this really, really strong blue color. And for now, I'm just going to leave that. I think I'm going to add some journaling after the fact. But I'm going to go through and do a full video walkthrough for you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you shortly for that. Thanks again. Bye for now.